Hey guys, it's Imade'S birthday celebration.
People talk, but nobody feel my position.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. We all know that recently Davido reunited with his first daughter Imade, and she celebrated her 10th birthday on the 1st of June 2025. Her birthday was actually in May, but they threw a party for her on the 10th. Guys, so many awkward situations. I could tell the girl is no longer as attached as she used to be to her father. I believe over time maybe they will bond better, because it was the same with when David reunited with Chioma, and Ifeanyi was not all that close to him and all of that. Children, when you're apart from them, they tend to forget everything about you. The event was beautiful. David's family fully represented, including his uncle, his cousin's children, Sharon's children. In fact, it was Sharon who planned the party. So let's focus on my observations about this party. Listen guys, in all that you do on earth, make sure you have your kids with one woman if it's possible. If it's possible, have your kids with one woman and let that woman be your legitimate spouse. It saves your stress. Sometimes when I see people cussing out Burna Boy, I'm like, una dey craze. Do you guys think it's easy to be like a serial baby daddy? The emotional trauma, let's not even talk about the impact it has on the child, because a lot of baby mamas are so self-centered. Because why on earth would you be so engrossed in your own, like, okay, I want to have a child? You're not considering the mental health of that child. You're not considering the psychological trauma your actions may cause that child. Look at, through this birthday, you can tell Imade wasn't her usual bubbly self. She wasn't just happy. I'm pretty sure she sensed her parents' awkwardness, and it's really sad. I mean, I am of the opinion that if I was in David's shoes, to be very honest, I'll leave Imade with her mother until she's 18. So she's old enough to know that, okay, dad loves me and has my interest at heart. But the last thing I'll do is to come and be doing, I go see the pikin, I no go see him. You go see him today, or terms and conditions. No, especially if I have other kids. Shower love on those ones. Like, Daddy Freeze is basically my favorite single dad. I love that the children he has with his first wife, or more, he has moved on, since it's obvious they don't want him to be in their lives. Their mom, he did not start crying on social media. He went on to have a kid with his new wife and has adopted his new wife's children. You wouldn't even know that they are not his kids. For the longest time, I thought Thesbot's kids were Daddy Freeze's children. So we have David's cousin Nike arriving the party. She looks really hot. I noticed that David's crew did not really come, so I am thinking maybe Sophia didn't want them there. And we have Nike and her papa. Nike and her father are quite close, and we have David and his favorite cousin Shadi. So here we have David's beautiful sister Sharon. To be very honest, Sharon has been MIA. I sincerely thought she was pregnant the whole time. So we have the moment David's cousin B-Red arrived to the party. You can see him hugging his cousin Dave. So looks like B Red didn't see Sharon initially. Let's see the moment he sighted her. Watch this. I must commend the bond that exists within the Adeleke family. It is so beautiful. You can tell the MC is a huge fan of David from the way he started praising David the moment he walked in. Like I said, it was a beautiful birthday. I think the theme was Imade'S forest, something. It had to do with forest.
Boss! Boss! Boss!
I saw a tweet that said David's father literally gave birth to David for his uncle, and I will agree. They have their bond there. They are so close. So just watch how these two were sitting apart, yet found a way to be in sync. When it comes to music, David's uncle cannot just help himself. He must shake his body. So back to this awkward position. A lot of people are like, Sophia is avoiding Davido's fans, so they will not say she wants to date him. And I asked, does it mean that Davido's fans' opinions supersedes the happiness of her daughter? See, in all that you do, avoid having serial baby mamas. It hardly ends well. Always consider the mental health of your child, of the child involved. That should be like the one thing that comes to your mind when you think of straying away. Just ask yourself, is it worth it? What will be the fate of this child in the next 10 to 15 years? Because a lot of times baby mamas are bitter. A lot of times they are bitter people. That is the simple truth. No matter how they try to deny it, my dear, for picture, single mother they fine. Like when it is different, I mean, if the person is a widow, divorced, or things happened. But you see all these ones, especially career single mothers, they get so frustrated at the point. Even the ones that were divorced, like it takes a great level of, as I said, see, if you're living in marriage, make sure that your mind, like you have the hearts, because a lot of times these women live for maybe things that are not so tangible. At the end of the day, they become upset, they become bitter, they become angry. And one thing I'll say to these baby daddies is that they know how to give green lights. They know how to give green light. Look at Wizkid, for example. Wizkid is very civil with his baby mamas. Even the one that was managing himself, he never gave her hope, like called her his wife or anything. That's how it should be. That is why you notice that all Wizkid's exes have gotten married from A to Z. Sophia Lakija, Tanya Motayo, and some others we probably do not know about. And even the ones that are not married know that there is no hope. He doesn't even try to give them they literally beg him to be in the lives of their children. So I just love how formal he is with these ladies, so they can find love and move on. Because I feel like for the longest time, David probably made Sophia believe she was all that. That period he had the break with Chioma, and it kind of maybe gave her hope. She thought they were going to get married, and maybe she didn't give love a chance. Now she's almost 40, so to an extent I kind of understand her. I'm not even like, that's why most times I don't even like being so hard on her, because I feel like this guy sold dreams to her. So that's why she has that resentment towards him and the person he married. And these baby mamas, most times they are, if you marry somebody completely neutral, someone you never had a child with, most times they're even more receptive than if you pick one of them and marry, they will fight you to the end. I don't know those of you who watched this Netflix series Rich and Famous Africa. The guy, and that I think it's Andali, that we were even saying is very calm. Remember in season 2 when he invited his baby mamas for dinner and it did not end up well. One even told him, I would rather you marry someone else than marry one of us. But that's the way it is, because at the end of the day, these ladies feel used. That is the human nature coming to play. They feel used. So please, I need men to have very stiff boundaries. If you know you're not going to marry somebody, there's no need selling them dreams. There's no need being jealous when they start dating. Like, you don't need to just let them date who they want to date. Let them do their thing. That's my own.